There needs to be a sense that these architectural structures are implying a story, and it might be an unresolved story, a story that we don't know where the structures came from, why they're there, what's happening to them, what will happen to them. But there needs to be some kind of reference to the what if. My name is Kirsten Reynolds. I am a large-scale installation artist, and I've been doing these sorts of architectural installations for about 17 years now. We've lived in New England since about 1994, and it's a place I call home at this point. In grad school, I was a painter and transformed out of painting into doing these large-scale installations because I was feeling like I needed to create an experience that was really immersive for the viewer. And as my paintings were getting larger and larger, I was trying to immerse the viewer in that experience of looking, but just found that jumping into something that was three-dimensional was where I needed to go next. A lot of architecture has a history, a deep, deep history, and a deep philosophical history in rational thought. It almost gets under our skin without realizing it, that we expect architecture to create this cohesive, unified experience for us. I became more interested and have continued to be interested in architecture as an unfolding process, as something that appears as if it's kind of out of this imaginary world. And then out of that imaginary world, it looks like it is either falling apart or in the process of being constructed. And it's undetermined at what point does that lie. The model making is really the way that I can have an intuitive process for building a complex architectural structure. I really like getting my hands on the materials and starting to immediately see the relationships between things and the sizes that they might look like in real life. I have a scale figure that represents a 6-foot-tall person, and I can really quickly get an intuitive sense for how tall the structure is and the fact that this would hit about the shoulders of an average-sized adult. The really important thing in all this work, just like traditional architecture, is how does this change the spatial experience for a person as they move around it or through it? How does that change their spatial experience of the gallery space? And I think most importantly, how is the experience an unfolding experience? It's not something that one absorbs right away. It's something that is constantly changing, and it's changing in relationship to your movement through that space. And so it's your choice or your actions that are determining the type of experience you have with the work.